Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Integer, and today I bring you something very different, and that is a replay of League of Legends ranked game. This was the very first ranked game I played in about a year and a half, and I picked my champion, Misfortune, the AD carry that I kind of played reasonable amounts of back in 2020 when I decided I wanted to learn AD carry because I couldn't really last hit for the life of me. Now, the reason why I'm doing a replay of this is because this was a wholly, incredibly perplexing game. Like, I am not a great player of League. I think the highest I've ever gotten in ranked was maybe silver. And in the season of 2020, I thought I would try and strive to go gold for the first time ever. Like I would rarely play ranked when I used to play the game back in 2013-14. That was like really last time before 2020 when I played it to any extensive capacity. So I never learned how to last it, and I thought, you know what, I'll try and do that. And I kind of started playing it a little bit as well this year, especially the last few weeks, having basically taken a break for about a year and a half. So a lot of the game changes, a lot of the item changes, the meta changes, etc., I'm just not that familiar with. So I thought, you know what, I'm probably in here for a bit of a clobbering, even if it's, I don't know what sort of people I would be queued in with. Others, just doing their placement matches, having just started ranked, etc. We shall see. But we start with, relatively basic, relatively basic situation. I'm also kind of trying to find my way around the replay system here. We've got... Does it show my items anywhere, by the way? Direct camera, interface, visibility. No, I don't care for that. Let me just pause this and try and figure this out. Where do I see items? I see abilities. Is it under tab? Okay, pressing and holding tab shows my items. Right, okay, there we go. So I start with a tier of the goddess, which apparently is a thing now for Misfortune. She really kind of went from being more of a generic AD carry build, at least from what I remember. Attack damage, critical strike, sometimes attack speed, and some lethality, into building a mythic with mana. Which was Eclipse, I believe, the one I went for, and also Mira Mana. I don't think I ever actually built Mira Mana back into 2020 when I played Misfortune extensively last time. But, like I said, things change, and that's absolutely fine. So, immediately I try to last hit and, focus on that. I picked... I picked E as my first kill, and I immediately see the Zilean just going balls in. And I'm like, surely he's got heal. And I was like, he's gonna heal, isn't he? Like, he didn't heal. He just died. And I'm like, okay, Zilean, bro, what's going on here? And I'm like, okay, so I have to play super passively. They have Ashe support, which can dish out damage, a lot of slow. I think she's kind of a bit of a sleeper support. You can kind of fall prey to thinking that, she's an AD carry, so she can't do much. But no, she can. Zoning, she can get vision. She has a perma-slow with her Q, and W is pretty... not W, sorry. Her E is a wide-ranging stuff that also can do quite a bit of damage. One thing that I like running with Misfortune, this is what the guide suggested I continue doing, is running the rune for Arcane Comet. So these are my runes for Arcane Comet, Mana Flow Band, Absolute Focus, Scorch, and I've got the Magic Footwear and Biscuit Delivery as well. So Kayn tries to come in and gank, and I just kind of stand there, dodge the Kai'Sa's W. It was a very... Was it an E? Maybe it's an E, that long dash. And now, this is where another weird fight happens. Kayn just kind of tried to disengage it, just kind of come in, just put my bot in front of him, just kind of give a presence. Kayn starts recalling. We didn't really get much, but I guess just took some pressure off me and off the lane, as they were... the enemy team had the advantage in health and I think even level at the time. Not much is happening. LeBlanc is kind of clobbering Malzahar with Warwick. And look at this movement. Like, what is going on here? Like, this makes no sense. Like, plays like this were absolutely shocking. But we shall see, like, for instance, here we go. Ashe just comes in and decides to tank. She flashes away. And at this point, it was like, okay, if I really was committed and really wanted that kill, I could have flashed here, another auto attack, and it would have been a kill for kill trade, because I definitely would have been killed by Kai'Sa. But I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. So what happens instead? She, at 23 health, decides to turn around and start walking backwards. And at this point in time, I was like, I'm just gonna put like an opportunistic E, and I think I put it literally here. We shall see where it's placed. Yep. And she walks, she clips it just by a smudge, and my Arcane Comet. Take Arcane Comet, kids. Clips her, she's dead. So that's one kill. Now, Kai'Sa sitting there, look at all of our health. 130 over me, 9 in Zilean. Kai'Sa's got 160, so she's got a health advantage. Her Q is pretty much solely targeting Zilean, and she actually just stops there. She actually stops, and one auto attack would have procced her stack of caustic wounds, and it would have been extra bonus magic damage. She doesn't do it. She actually doesn't do it. And she just goes to, yeah, I knew she was standing around, so that's why she places a ward, and I'm standing behind minions because I know her E can potentially hit me and kill me. Maybe not, but it would have left me at like 2 HP, and I was like, okay, too close to call. So at this point in time, it's like, okay, I know Ashe died, she's coming back, I know Kai'Sa's recalling in the bush, and it's like, oh, here comes Warwick. And this is where another nonsense happens. Look at this. He walks in, I'm able to E him, I hit him once, because I was like, okay, at this point in time, I know I'm dead. He's gonna jump in, he's gonna do that Q of his, which does shitloads of damage, and I'm just gonna die. And I was like, you know what, at least I'll hit him in case he doesn't get out in time, at least like double trade kills. But he doesn't even hit me. And I should not have been walking up here, but all he does, he goes for a minion. He goes for the minion to heal, he's out of tower range, but at this point in time, he's one shot away. And I'm like, dude, what is going on? In the meanwhile, okay, I was going to say, why my Zilean is walking back so slowly? I had the playback at 0.25, the speed. So that is now me sitting. Where's my score? That's under tab. With 2 kills. And I'm hella confused as to what is going on. This Ashe sees blood. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start recalling. I'm partially going to try and bait her. Because I know she's going to try and stand here, and she's going to try and... that's her W, volley. And she volleys me. And she just walks under the turret. And perhaps she didn't do as much damage as I thought she did. But she just comes in and she just dies. I tapped her once. Maybe I Q'd, I don't remember. Maybe I did W to movement speed and slightly faster attack damage. And that's it. Kai'Sa tries exploratory W. Oh, sorry, exploratory E. Didn't work. And the Zilean, he's just standing there. Like, what are these people? Like, genuinely, what is going on here? Like, this is so confusing. I legitimately don't understand. And he, instead of backing... Okay, this is safe enough. Okay, fair enough. He's being extra safe. That's fine. Meanwhile, I'm going back to the... lane. I picked a serrated dirk. I'm stacking up my tier of the goddess. I've got an extra long sword. Can't buy the shoes, but I don't need them as misfortune with W. I get that extra passive added movement speed. And Malzahar is just... clapping Warwick, who's just sitting there tanking damage, eating the minions. Here comes Kayn, dashes in, Warwick fears him, but here comes the kill, and Kayn even gets alive. Now, at this point in time, that Q bounce, and I was like, this is juicy, but I was like, okay, I think I didn't have my summoners, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna place vision ward here. Is that a vision ward? The one that gives reveals others. I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna chase that, because I don't want to be that person who thinks he can do it and then just dies. Because basically that's what both Kai'Sa, or at least Ashe done twice, and Warwick at least once already on me. So I was like, okay, Ashe is alone, she has no mobility, I can just shoot her. Abuse her in the lane a little bit. Now, interestingly enough, this Shaco said, oh, you know what, it's fine, I'm a great Shaco player. And at this point in time, at 6 minutes 40, they were both... Look at their shocking minions. The other thing is as well, I realized, like, oh my god, I need to, like, actively focus on farming minions, because otherwise I will just miss those last hits. And by this time, we're 7 minutes, and I have not even 30. Yeah, Kai'Sa is ahead of me by almost full wave. I think Ashe healed here. That's why Kai'Sa's pinging that. Slide behind. Some good damage to her. I managed to position myself behind minions quite luckily, although I somewhat deliberately tried to do that. I think it was more so luck than skill. Shield myself from Ashe's W. And I just clobber her. I just absolutely clobber her. Zilean is really playing passively. He's not engaging anything. He hasn't used his bomb. He doesn't even have bomb. Wait, he has not taken W? He's level 4 Zilean and hasn't taken W. I haven't seen him place that single W. And this is what I'm talking about. I was legitimately so confused about what's going on. I decided, you know what, I'm 6, I can ult. I got flash out of Kai'Sa. I'm like, you know what, I'm happy. I'm happy. Kayn is doing something, again, ridiculously weird, just standing there. Warwick's flashes across. Kayn was able to slow him, stun him, and I just stand there and I just shoot him. And that's a great success. LeBlanc does what LeBlanc does best. Absolutely yoinks, my friend. My friend Kayn. In the meanwhile, Zilean, let's see what Zilean is doing. He's kind of... He's just standing there. And he's also tagging Kai'Sa. And that's not a duel I want to see. Zilean is walking back. LeBlanc luckily misses her chains. She misses her E. Doesn't matter. She's able to finish him off. And I'm like... At this rate... I don't know if we can do anything useful here. At this point, I was like, I don't know, okay, at least let's take the wave. And at this point, they position themselves so that my Q bounces off Ashe, absolutely yoinks Ashe, and a Kai'Sa, okay. Obviously, I wouldn't see those things in-game, but yeah, Kai'Sa is just furious, and I kind of get her. But honestly, at least Ashe... Has Ashe taken her... Let me check. Wait, can I not... Why can I not click? Oh, it's because she's dead? She hasn't taken her E. She hasn't taken her Q. Like, honestly. Are these bots? Zilean? Look, also, he just came back to lane. He just came back to lane. I'm recalling. He saw me recalling. He started calling as well. Like, I'm at a loss of words. I'm legitimately so confused as to why many of the things that have been happening in this game were happening and will continue happening until, well, until the game ends. Warwick's doing some invading. Malzahar sees him. Malzahar was the other person who was doing reasonably well. He was 3 kills, but mostly because Warwick kept feeding them to him. Like in this case, LeBlanc realizes, okay, not worth trying to catch up with that. I come in trying to maybe zone her out a little bit. Put a word. Oh, there she is. I will run away. As soon as I'm walking back, okay, she put a Q on me, but I'm gonna walk as far away as possible because holy smokes, if she follows through, she's fed enough. She's got enough feed to actually 100 to 0 me. So here I come in, and these guys just standing there, and even me showing up, it makes them immediately turn around and run away. I kind of tried to hide behind Zilean to stop Ashe's W from hitting me, but fail, and we're just kind of waiting. And Kayn is just kind of hovering around, so I tell him, it's like, look, dude, just go. It's fine, just go. I'll try and engage. We'll try to do something. We fail, but it's okay because at least they're zoned out of the minion wave, and I can push in, and maybe we can try and do a Drake or something. Kayn clears out the bush, and we're all kind of Gucci. Meanwhile, Warwick somehow desperately really wants to get Malzahar, but that's clearly not gonna work, bro. Top, Nico is just running around in circles, flashes in, fails to kill him because he ults out, and he actually is able to get her. Now LeBlanc, I didn't see LeBlanc here, but these guys just blindly walk into the bush, and at this point in time, this was an easy dub. LeBlanc chooses Zilean for an easy target, and I don't think it was worth it for her, to be honest. At this point in time, he was 0-2. But I'm glad she didn't choose me. Not sure she could have. Kayn was very close to me as well. Zilean was literally just standing there. She comes back in, and Malzahar suppresses her. Ignites, and I think he's got her. And he himself survives at 11 HP, solid 11 HP. That's 11 HP less than LeBlanc needed to do. At this point in time, I was like, look, it's almost 12 minutes. I need to take some plates, need to get some gold. Because even though I have the kill advantage, okay, at this point, I had 7 kills. Like, I don't understand what's going on. I was trying to debate Ashe into attacking me, because I was like, okay, knowing how poorly she plays, if she's able to land W on me and if I look like I'm running away, she might be tempted to chase. Meanwhile, my best friend Zilean, who hasn't placed a single W, sorry, single Q. Maybe he had Q. Maybe he had Q. Anyways, even if he had Q at the time when I thought he hadn't, I don't think he's ever used it. At this point, I'm like confused which one I should be trying to chase. Ashe ultimate doesn't matter. I chase down Kai'Sa, and we nuke her down. I think Kayn flashes in. We got her. Ashe is here, also dead. Nice double kill for Kayn, and LeBlanc is just kind of there. For whatever reason, I pinged to Kayn. It's like, look, dude, come on. Let's push the tower, get some plate gold. Easy money, right? Again, minute 20 until the plates fall down. Let's do that. Meanwhile, Shaco is not doing that well against Nico. Malzahar is doing well against LeBlanc. Is able to avoid her burst, abuse her, wear her down. For some reason, Kayn decides to leave. I don't really know why, because we could have taken another 2 plates easily with him. That's like an extra 100 gold for him. And like, not that this Warwick is actually any fucking danger in terms of getting his stealing Kayn's jungle, you know what I mean? I'm still being somewhat careful. I don't want to like overextend. That was a very poor E. Sorry, poor W. I kept calling it E, but it is a W, isn't it? Yeah, Kai'Sa is the only person that I've met so far, with the exception of LeBlanc. Okay, Kai'Sa and LeBlanc are 2 people who seem to be kind of knowing what the game is all about. Ashe really doesn't, and Zilean, and their Warwick. Like, again, it's very confusing. Is this what League is at 3 AM when you're doing your placement matches? So chances are, even if you are placed with people who are already ranked and out of their placement matches, you know, Iron/Bronze, because I have never, and I will repeat myself, I have never had people like this in ranked. I've never remember anyone playing a Zilean and never placing a Q, or just recalling when I recall, even if he's literally just come back from death to lane. Just highly confusing and just mind-blowing stuff. You know, mind-blowing stuff. Kayn is waiting for his blue. Malzahar is just open lane. He's got wards on one side. Warwick is doing things. He's just... is he just like onto me? Because I'm a juicy target. At this point in time, I was what, 700 gold? Yeah. He just made a circle. He literally ran a circle and he's recalling. Like, please, can someone explain this to me? What items does he have? He's got Noon Quiver. Is that typical for Warwick? Doesn't look like it. We're finished the tower, and maybe I could have started focusing Kai'Sa a bit earlier, but she's out, and I was like, you know what, doesn't matter. We got a tower. It's not first tower. Malzahar got first tower, but it's all good. I'll just farm up, push out the wave, and you know we can move on. Now the good thing about the great thing about the tier, where is it? Is that it really gives me ability to stay lane much longer. Usually, mana can be something that MF depletes very quickly. This point in time, it's like, look, I'm not really afraid of this LeBlanc. I'm just gonna go in and chase her down. I'm pinging Kayn. Say, look, LeBlanc is coming. I'm coming as well. Be careful, dude. No one really listens. At this point in time, I think it was Zilean who pings the blast cone. Blast me across, and I was like, okay, I guess we're here. So I tried to guess which way she's gonna go, but she went a little bit left. And she chose to nuke Kayn, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna get that, get that money. LeBlanc got a nice bonus, 400. But not necessarily certain I agree with her choice of action there. So we're pushing the top. I'm helping Shaco. I was like, you know what? I probably shouldn't really be killing all those minions. So I realized later I could have gone away from tower earlier. I think that that's how it works. Like, if I was far enough away, he would have gotten all the gold for it. But again, I'm not positive. Now, knowing the stats as I see them now, at this point in time, we're 5k ahead. Which is really not necessarily as much as you would have thought if you were to look at the scoreboard. I mean, Malzahar is 6-1. I'm 8-0. Kayn is 4-3. Shaco's 2-2. Zilean is 0-3. So our farm isn't great. My farm isn't great. I'm still even. Kai'Sa is actually 1 minion ahead in main farm. That's how bad I was farming. She was able to still technically be in front of me in the farm, even though the bot lane has literally 1 and 8 combined. But, you know, that's the way that cookie crumbles sometimes. Warwick does Warwick things. Malzahar doesn't really care. He's unfazed. I'm just kind of coming in. I know LeBlanc is here, and I kind of want to try and maybe get her, because if we kill her, really, she's the only one who's worried. I fail the flash, because she kind of dashes onto me. Ashe really tries to do me in. Ult, hits Kayn. Short distance, so the stun doesn't last, and I'm able to get her last hit on her. Malzahar kind of running ahead of Kai'Sa. And not really paying attention. If he was, she probably would be dead. Did he have ult? He didn't have ult. He had his visions, the dot, and he had some void links. We'll take dragon uncontested. Nice and easy. And let's see what happens next. I push a bottom. Zilean is just there like a faithful puppy. Like a faithful puppy. I'm pushing the tower, and I can see that, I can sense that there's a battle brewing here. Warwick jumps on Kayn, and Kayn just unfazed. Flashes out, our neighborhood-friendly puppy. LeBlanc trying to kite Kayn. Breaks E by dashing onto her with his ult. Focusing on Kai'Sa, who almost gets burst. Shaco finishes her off. Lots of flashing. Very chaotic fight. I know I'm coming in late, but I was like, okay, if there are people left alive, I'll be able to finish them off. Easy dub on LeBlanc. Ult on Eco. Unnecessary, because Malzahar had her suppressed. But I was like, you know what? Just in case she's able to get out of it, I want to make sure she doesn't. And at this point in time, I believe it's the end of the game. Yeah, they surrender. 5-0. Now, again, I'm not sure. I'm not sure you were able to see just how bizarre, not necessarily unhelpful, because he was doing time warp. He was... Did he use rewind? I don't even know. Oh, okay, rewind is his own passive. I'm not even sure he used that. I've not seen him land on a single Q. He didn't really need to do a single R, at least on me. But I'm not sure if he even used his ultimate. And it's just one of those redonkulously bizarre games. And it comes to an end because the enemy team surrendered at 19 minutes. Why am I recording? Not what I wanted to do. Alright, let's quit out of this. Am I gonna see the yeah, this is the score sheet. I actually didn't get the most money because Malzahar got more down to his farm, which is again fair enough. But yeah, if we look at Vision, I'm just interested to see in Vision score. Let's get... Yeah, he has not placed a single ward. Even Ashe, who didn't really use her scouting ability at all and didn't seem to bother learning Q even at level 4. I might be mistaken, but something weird, placed 4 wards. I placed most wards in my team because I kept buying vision wards because I was like, you know what, I want to make sure I try and at least keep bot lane well visioned, if you may. Mori got 1, Nico got 2. Yeah, just vision score highest in the game. Absolute bonkers, man. Just one of those things that's just absolute bonkers. By far the most damage dealt. To champions, that is, at least. Not to minions. Of course, Malzahar would be up there. Kayn as well. Probably damage to dragon, minions. Whether enemy minions and neutral minions. No, that's all fair. But just wholesomely mesmerizing experience. I'm not sure if you've ever had anything like this. This is, again, was very shocking to me because I was kind of ready to get plummeted. Just beaten. And I was like, okay, at least I'm playing a champion I like. I got the AD carry role. I kind of know Misfortune. I played with her quite a lot. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I got placed into... Where's my overview? I got placed into Bronze 3. 1 win, 58 LP. We'll see where the near future takes me. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and let me know if you've had any really weird League of Legends experiences, especially in ranked, because this was up there. Like I've said, this was probably the weirdest League of Legends ranked match I have ever played. On that note, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully my blabbering didn't last too long, and I shall see you in the next one.